And on top of that, they'll need some impeccable defense. But enough of that. Let's hop into the action. Burnal is going to be up for INTZ first and foremost. He is one of the best Queen Walk controllers in the entire game. And watch these wall breakers he's got. He's been known to crash through 2-3 layers of walls to get to those juicy core defenses.
Yeah, Burnal is one of the best Queen Charge attackers, Queen Charge Lalo attackers in the game. We're going to be curious to see where he's going to try to get this Queen into this base. Looks like he's going to drop the first test wall breaker for the outside small bombs. I don't know if he was able to pull one right there, so he's going to try to charge in. It's going to be very close. He's going to try to get into this. He's going to have to freeze this multi-target Inferno. He just gets it off, but the Queen is going around here.
Yikes, yeah, she did a little bit of a loop here, not what Burnal was hoping for, but hold on, she'll be back on target soon enough. She does pull a couple of skeleton traps, though. That's going to distract her for a little while, but fortunately, she manages to take down that Inferno tower first, and she's got a little bit of breathing room along the outside edge here. I'd say that the first stage of this attack has gone pretty well here for Burnal. Maybe not perfectly, but he's gotten done the most important things that he needs to do.
Yeah, now he's taking care of this clan castle. Was able to get that Queen to route back into the core of this base to go towards that enemy Queen. Now he's going to have to take out this Lava Hound slowly. We're approaching just under a minute 40 here, and then he's going to start the air attack and try to at least lock up this 2-star and the town hall, but they're down by so much they have to go for this 3 stars now.
That's right, and as you'll notice, we're over halfway through this attack, and Burnal has not yet deployed his Lava Hound and balloons. That's the main force here. He's taken out a big chunk of this base with just the healers, and this Queen Charge is still going strong, taking a ton of damage in the middle of the base, though he's going to have to pop that Queen ability soon. There it goes, uses it on the CC, and she's got a lot of way left to go to make it through these walls, Carbon Fin.
Yeah, now the Lalo is starting. The Queen is moving her way through. It doesn't look like she's going to survive here, and she's going to go down right there, but the Eagle Artillery is still alive, and he's going to have to fly into this town hall. Has just a Stone Slammer as well, and that haste spell on the outside. Get ready for this Grand Warden Internal Tome. Needs to pop it, protects the Lava Hound, and takes down the town hall, but is he going to have enough to try to push through the rest of this base?
Boom, and the balloons have been decimated a couple seconds too early with that Grand Warden ability, trying his best to protect that middle assault, but it seems that the Stone Slammer is all that's left to provide tanking for these balloons along the outer edge. That Eagle Artillery finally goes down, but it has just been hammering away at this flying assault. Burnal's fortress has not been able to get the 3-star he's looking for this time, but still, hats off to him. An impressive attack to put 2 stars up on the board and approaching 90% now as time runs out.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to add as much percentage as they possibly can. That Queen going down in the core, unfortunately, she was supposed to get a lot more value through the back end here, and unfortunately, she couldn't do that, and the balloons started to get picked off as they were moving around, but finishing with a 92% 2-star. Bernal as a...
will give them a little bit of leeway here, but they've got a lot of catching up left to do.
They do. They're going to have to go all out. They're going to have to take the risks here to try to make that comeback, knowing that they are down. I'm going to be curious to see what Tribe Gaming is going to do. Are they going to try to play it safe here, or are they going to try to get at least 13?
This is a team that's been together for over 3 years, previously as the Dark Looters, and now joining the Tribe on the war path to victory. Boom is going to be the first up for his team today.
Yeah, Boom is coming in with a Queen Walk Dragon attack. Queen's going to be on the outside. He's going to be able to reach over and grab this air defense here and move towards the town hall, which is on the outside, and she can walk all the way through, using that King to try to set the funnel, but some Teslas are going to slow him down up at 12 o'clock. Now here comes the Lava Hound. The Queen's going to get stalled up, but hopefully can still go towards the bottom side, and then Dragon should come right in between.
Boom is a healer expert, so expect to see him get big value on this Queen Charge, just the same way Burnal did in his last attack. We've got 7 dragons built up for this raid, Carbon Fin. That is going to be a big air attack, but using a different strategy. What sort of bases do you like to see dragon attacks on as opposed to Lava Loon?
Dragon attacks work really well when there's not too many core air defenses, and we see some of the air defenses are on the outside, so we can try to pick those off. Plus, the Queen can walk and grab that Town Hall, which we just saw the Town Hall was taken out. We secured that 1-star right there, and now he's going for the 50% to lock that up, and then he's going to try to overpower the whole core here and get that 3-star. But the air defense is firing down on some of these dragons. Get ready for the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. He still has it. The Queen is down on the bottom, pops it right there. He's moving through the core. Is he going to have enough to try to get this one done?
Keep that Queen alive, and she's got a lot of healer backup that might be able to top her back off. These dragons are going on a rampage through the base.
Oh my goodness.
Dragon fire spreading throughout. Destruction across the land.
Wow.
Burninating countryside. Boom has done it. He's on his way to the first 3-star in the Clash of Clans World Championship.
That is his second 3-star. He got one yesterday as well in the first match. A beautiful job, Boom, coming in and getting this one done with the Queen. Walk, mash, dragons. Perfect and beautiful attack. Grand Warden in the core. Have plenty of time left, just under 55 seconds. Tribe Gaming and getting the first 3-star here on the live stage.
Let not the holds a 4-star lead over INTZ off the first attacks here in round number 2 of this matchup. Take a quick look at this replay as we see those dragons raged up into the core, soaking bombs left and right, but they're not. For INTZ now, he's one of the base builders for his team, and so that might give him a bit of insight in how to deconstruct what Edrag has built up here. He said that Tribe is his nemesis. They were the #1 team he was concerned about coming into the match, and it seems now for good reason. We need 3 stars here from Loop to keep INTZ in the game.
Absolutely, he's gonna have to go all out for these. We have the Queen charge Lalo, one of INTZ's favorite attack strategies, and they are really good with. They get so many triples, but can they do it on the biggest stage in the history of Clash of Clans? And now Loops needs to charge in here. That multi-target Inferno is hitting the healers, but the balloons can hopefully try to pick it off and save the healer health so the Queen can stay alive. Beautiful freeze spell there. It's gonna come down to these balloons, and they can take it down here. He's trying there, he's pulling some air skellies of the, okay, the Inferno did barely just go down there.
They take it down. Those healers got a lot of fire attacked onto them, though, and I don't think that they're looking too healthy, especially with those air skeletons coming out to support this push. That Queen is charged right into the gut of this base and has taken a ton of damage. Loop, unfortunately, forced to use that hero ability really early in this raid, but he's gotten a decent bit of value from it so far. He's got 2 Lava Hounds and 17 balloons to back up the second stage of this attack, but keep an eye out for those air defenses. Those are the key targets that Loop has to worry about. I still see one over there at the 9 o'clock position, and one as well up at 11, and then one at 1 o'clock, so a lot of air firing targets still left for Loop to take out.
Yeah, looks like the enemy Queen is still alive. His Queen was taken down in the core, could not keep her alive, but now he's flying right over this Town Hall. Is it gonna activate? It does. Can pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome over to protect it, freezes it. Get ready for the Eternal Tome. He's flying through it. There it is, pops it. But with that enemy Queen still alive, hitting his troops, he's gonna have to try to get as much percentage at this point, and hopefully maybe these pubs can overwhelm him, but that Eagle Artillery is still firing down on these balloons here.
Oh no, a lot of those minions went for the Barbarian King instead, and that means that Loop's balloons are getting popped out of the sky one by one, sending them down to a grave down below. Take a look at the rest of this base. We've got around 30% of the structures remaining. Loop doing his best to clean up along the outer edges, but he knows that 3 stars is out of the question here. 71%. 72, maybe grab a few more along the outer edge, but I think that maybe that air sweeper that you can still see standing up in that kind of central left area was the key structure that gave Loop a lot of trouble here, besides the Archer Queen, obviously, which took out a lot of his raid.
Yeah, that Archer Queen going down in the core. Unfortunately, was supposed to be responsible for taking out the enemy Queen, probably the Eagle in the core, and stay up through the whole back end of the raid while the balloons flew around the right side. But unfortunately, Loop is not going to be able to get this one done to just around a 75%. It looks like the time is going to round out here. 75% 2-star for Loop of INTZ. And Th12 has said, one of the best attackers in the world. Now Edrag gonna try to come in and get a 3-star here. Looks like with a P.E.K.K.A smash, using the Grand Warden on the top side. Baby Dragon helps set that funnel. Is this Grand Warden gonna be able to reach over the wall and grab this multi-target Inferno and get a ton of value? It's gonna be charging in here, and he's got to clean up the funneling on the outside. And he's gonna charge in with P.E.K.K.As and bowlers to move all the way through the whole core of this.
P.E.K.K.As and bowlers galore. Edrag has built one of the first ground armies that we've seen today. In fact, the first ground army that we've seen today. He said that he attacks the base that no one else wants to go for, so maybe he's figured that if no one else thought Laloon was going to be appropriate for this setup, that Marinol just needs the good old-fashioned smashing right in the face. Edrag has brought a Stone Slammer, but it's possible that he could switch that out if he needs to go Wall Wrecker instead and keep that ground offense going. Stone Slammer does target onto defensive buildings, though, so that's a bit of an advantage for the high fly-in Siege Machine.
Yeah, that multi-target Inferno was able to go down. Now he's charging in here. He's going to try to get through this wall. There is a jump leading towards the Town Hall on the opposite side, but it looks like some of the bowlers and the Queen are walking around here and not going to go into the core and not going to take that jump, but at least he has some of the troops still in there and has that Grand Warden Eternal Tome, but there is the Lava Hound, pops it right there. As long as he can try to get this poison down on this baby dragon, it's still going to be okay, so that Lava Hound will stay away from his Queen.
It looks like Th12 hit a couple of surprise Teslas along that bottom right side corner that dragged some of his troops along to the outside. He still has got that first star in the bag, though, but he hasn't gotten the Town Hall yet, and it doesn't look like many of his troops are pathing toward the Town Hall either. He's got an Archer Queen on the path, but she doesn't have any healers to boost her. That's going to require a Battle Blimp to come out instead of the Stone Slammer. Of course, the Battle Blimp targets directly onto the Town Hall to get that guaranteed 2-star hit.
Yeah, now he drops the Rage to ensure that he grabs that 2-star right there, saving on to the Siege Machine at the last case to make sure that Town Hall does go down and locks up the 2-star. Has a couple of units and spells left, but unfortunately he's just going to be looking to get the percentage at this point. Some wizards around. The Lava Hound's just going to move around, stall up one of the wizards with about 40 seconds left. He's going to try to grab as much percentage. I believe he has one more mini. He's going to try to figure out where he can drop it here, and then that one balloon with a haste spell. So he's going to finish right in the 70% range here. I mean, still locks up the 2-star. That is what they at least need, because they have a very high advantage over INTZ at the moment.
Yeah, not too shabby. He's even got a little haste spell he could swag there. He chooses not to.
3-star out at this point, Woody.
He certainly would have to in order to advance into the semifinals. Let's take a look at Celino's setup right now. Who's shown on screen attacking. We've got a Queen charge from the bottom left corner. It's going to be healers boosting her back up to go in toward this Town Hall. Might make for an easy 1-star to start things off, so that all he has to worry about afterwards is a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah, now the Queen charge into the Lalo has a few Hog Riders, it looks like, to pull out this clan castle, so it moves in, and there's some archers coming out. I don't know if there's going to be a Lava Hound as well. If he pulled everything out of this clan castle, I'm going to try to get through it here and save onto this poison for whatever still might be in there lurking, but this Town Hall is on the outside here, should be able to reach it. The Queen walks down there, still has the King ability. It is a Lava Hound, actually, so you can drop this poison spell right as the Lava Hound popped, or a little bit earlier there. The Queen's under rage, freezes the Town Hall to make sure the Queen stays alive. There's so much firepower on the Queen. He's gonna have to push through here and then have the Lalo come in, but he still has about a handful of wall breakers.
Still does. He's got a way to get into this base, but he's facing a lot of difficulty crashing down on this Town Hall. He's got traps and spells and defenses firing in left and right. This poor Queen has taken a bit too much damage, and it looks like that's going to be the last bit. Oh, drops a rage spell to try to keep her up, but it's not going to be enough.
Unfortunately, he had to use that Royal Cloak earlier and was not able to use it at that point, so the Queen went down, took too much fire. Now at this point, he's looking to just lock up the 2-star. INTZ is going to have to hold some really strong defenses. Tribe Gaming has that mindset now of going at least locking it up.
The guys from Tribe Gaming, they know that they've got this one in the bag. They've just got to clean up, smart and clever, and you know, there's nothing going to stop them at this point.
We don't know. Anything can happen. That's the thing about Clash. You have to be prepared for anything. Now he's flying in with the balloons. Pops the Grand War Eternal Tome for the Lava Hound. Flying in here. The enemy Queen is still alive and going to be firing down on these troops. The Lava Hound flies across the base. The minions around the edges to grab a percentage. Locks up the 2-star at this point. But he does, looks like there's 3 multi-target Infernos still up in this raid with a handful of air defenses. And they're just going to get slowly picked off here, Woody.
Yep, the number one thing you don't want to see if you're a balloon floating through the skies is an Archer Queen down on the ground with her eyes on your heart. I don't know. What does she shoot at? Does she pop in the balloons?
She shoots at everything.
She shoots at everything.
Everything. That Queen in the core on defense.
Shot from that modified expo will not be denied.
Yeah, that Queen is devastating if you don't take her out, or if you don't have a skeleton spell or something to help take care of her, because she is one of the priorities in the bases. The Queen, that Eagle, that Town Hall, and Town Hall 12. It is so important to be able to take down. He's trying to grab as much percent at this point. Passes as along in the 70% range as well, with just about a few seconds left in this raid, and that's going to wrap it up for Celino, for INTZ here in this attack.
Smile and nod, boys. Tribe Gaming knows that they've just got to hold on a bit longer, but it's devastating.